they already said that Quavo, he signed a $2.3 million deal with MobTies on it's like a side deal, like how they say Finesse 2 times signed with MobTies and Bread Gang. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out like it's something going on that they not saying. This what's your take on it, man?
Well, I don't really, when I was listening to you guys on the podcast, I don't know if it's you or your man's, but somebody was talking. I never seen the whole video. They say it's out there, and they had taken it down, but. Right.
Never heard of J. Prince Jr. and them throwing no dice game, boy. And if it is a dice game, Boosie around.
Exactly.
Come on now, you think Boosie ain't finna be at this one? Boosie a celebrity too.
That's right.
No, what it was, he got up out of there. And then the thing is, they sitting there looking like, okay, we got everybody in play. Migo Band's gonna turn on his homies for us, so we good. Migo Band, they already gave him the bread. He knew that Bushwick Bill with the Chucky doll and dude with the parachute pants with the purple hoodie. He knew dude now wasn't gonna do nothing. He knew dude now wasn't gonna do nothing to him. He knew that after everybody run up and start blowing, once Quavo started arguing, this is exactly what they said. Soon as they start arguing, just start walking up. Because look, Cam gonna up the blicky and run up on Takeoff. Boy, Takeoff sat there, didn't know what was going on, had on them shades, man. That's why I say don't wear no shades in no public buildings, man. And people gotta look at one thing. Once Lil Cam ran off, why didn't nobody chase him? And then how was Lil Cam able to get back out of there, even after Quavo now? How is Quavo now right there saying, but Lil Cam right there walking past him. Come on now. It don't take a blind man to see it. They got Lil Cam on camera walking past Quavo with the red shirt.
Wow.
J. Prince Jr. jumped over Takeoff. Jumped over Takeoff while he was sent up, man. Takeoff was laying down, sent up, man. J. Prince Jr. Why did J. Prince Jr. ain't go straight for Lil Cam? Like, Lil Cam, why would you even do that to Takeoff? You feel me?
Right.
Why he ain't go shake him up?
Right. Altogether, they were supposed to be their protectors while they were in Houston.
Exactly. So even if y'all get to an argument or something, they already checked in and paid their money. So why is y'all blowing at them? Migo Band had that blicky out. Why did he have that move out, man? And did not even hit nobody. He didn't hit Lil Cam. Who did you hit? Cause I ain't hit nothing else about nobody.
Hit his own man. Yeah.
Hit your own man. You hit your own man while the ops got away.
So my guy, what do you think about the guy that was talking to Charleston White, saying that Takeoff was sitting over by himself, kind of quiet, and he like bumped his wife? Like, what's up with that guy?
To be honest with you, Cap, you hear me, Cap? You know how the new age be like Cap? They say Cap and all this. Right. Yeah, that's Cap. That's Cap. Cause Charleston White ain't even make no videos when this first went on. He ain't make no, and then he made a video on somebody else. He didn't even make it on somebody. He made a video, sent it to the other dude, and the other dude posted it. What's to that? And then you talking about he was already sitting right there. Where that man and that lady at?
Nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere to be seen. Come on now, them imaginary people. I just want to first off start by saying I want to send my condolences out to Takeoff. I want to send my condolences out to Migo. I want to send my condolences out to his whole family. I want y'all to really look at this, man. Take notes. If you really pay attention to one thing, man, the only reason why Offset even pulled up with four of them goons from Atlanta. He pulled up to J. Prince Jr. them function, man. He pulled up to their concert, y'all. They whole concert got canceled, man. I want y'all to really look at this, man. Take notes on this, man. Y'all gotta open y'all eyes to what's really going on, because if we really look at it, man, Takeoff was one of the ones who real life kept the whole Migos together the whole time until they broke up. I want y'all to really look at one thing. J. Prince Jr., he in hot water right now for one reason, for what happened to Takeoff, man. They said that he put like 50 of them things on top of, you hear me? Like, I want y'all to look at that, man. And he got the back end from it, man. That's why you ain't heard from him. If everybody keeps sending people up, man, and y'all keep on running out here reckless with these toolies and blickies, man, who else gonna be left? It ain't gonna be nobody else to send up or even to set up. And from what I mean by set up, again, this not pointing the fingers at nobody. This not, like, I'm not placing the blame on nobody. I'm not picking sides, none of that. RP Takeoff, man. RP to the people who was lost on the Migo side. You feel me? At the end of the day, we know for a fact that the people sent back looking like, we just want justice. We just want justice for Takeoff at the end of the day. We know for a fact that Takeoff's brother, he went off on J. Prince Jr., man. And J. Prince did he instantly came out like, hold on. You gotta be calm, man. You gotta be smooth, man, because we ain't set your brother up. And everybody know for a fact that the Migos, they well connected. They tied to a lot of people, just like J. Prince. Charleston White said that Lil Cam, he not the fall guy. Charleston White said that the fall guy is Migo Bands, because Migo Bands was the one blowing. And that's who they coming out there looking for. And I want y'all to really look at the fact that nobody from Atlanta finna just ride to Houston for no reason. They riding out there for one reason, and one reason to be exact is because the people who was at that bowling alley knew what happened and knew for a fact they could have real life avoided the whole situation, but they didn't. So this goes to show that everybody who wanna sit out there and stick their neck out there and be this and be that, man, you gotta be ready for what come behind this, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact everybody in MobTies, they send back looking like, who next? Like, y'all gotta really look at this, man. And there was a lot of people who sat back and like played, they like literally played their part in this. It's crazy how we do this to each other, but you, again, I can't speak for the next man. All I can do is sit there and let people know that Takeoff, if he would have never been at that bowling alley, he would have never got sent up. This would have never happened. We know for a fact that everybody sit there and say, okay, a lot of people is involved in this, but we know for a fact that it's people who's not involved in this. And the people who's not involved in this is the people who sat there and should have came with him, man, and protected him, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, don't let that go over your head. Like, sit there and pay attention to what's going on, man. He should have had bodyguards with him. It was no way you let some street guys, like real life, have your back. How could you trust somebody and you just saw what happened to Duke the Jeweler? Duke the Jeweler, people sat there and said like, man, here go another one. They said people was running out the side, man. Then you saw dude, he instantly ran out the back door, man. He held the back door open, so J. Prince Jr. and the whole, everybody, the whole MobTies, they ran out the back door, man. This goes to show that they realize, man, they can't stand the pressure that they put on them boys, man. That's why I say, y'all gotta be mindful. And again, you have to strategically see how they played this, man. They played their role in this, man. They instantly run up on stage. He instantly snatched the mic from him. Finesse 2 times, try to run up on Migo Band. Migo Band's instantly like, he ain't going this time. Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact everybody that played a role in this, everything that happened with Takeoff. And again, like I said, Takeoff was a person who kept the group together. And I know Quavo sent back like, man, why would they even try to even run off the stage? You feel me? Talk that stuff that y'all was talking. This is why I always tell y'all, be careful who y'all even surround yourself around, because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that you can't win or lose by going to another state and getting sent up. That's why I always tell y'all, man, watch who y'all keeping y'all crowd, because they was hating on Takeoff since the beginning when they instantly saw that he was not with Quavo when Quavo pulled up. Look closely at the video. You see Migo bands walking backwards. Shorty, and what I mean by shorty is old girl. If you from the hood, you know what I'm talking about. Shorty said that Buddy with the V-Long hoodie, he was standing right there even after they started blowing. So who was Migo bands blowing at? If everybody know that Cam ran inside of the movie. I mean, not the movie, but you know what I'm saying. And when Cam ran inside of the bowling alley, hey, I want to let y'all know one thing. Dude was still right there, man, with the Chucky doll, who they said instantly grabbed Takeoff, like they instantly, he grabbed Takeoff shirt. Takeoff instantly turned around and dude instantly kept blowing. There's only 3 camera angles, and the camera angle that was facing towards Takeoff, like even a little bit towards Takeoff, to be honest with y'all, man, it only showed a little bit of them, like the people who was on the side of the crowd. I want y'all to look at the fact, if Takeoff and them was back a little bit more, then the camera would have caught the whole thing in front of the bowling alley, because the way that the thing is set up. I want y'all to really pay attention to this, man, because I know a lot of people don't like to uplift certain people, like all because of one thing, because a person will turn on you quick. At the end of the day, the only thing about that is we know for a fact that J Prince Jr., he shocked feds when they arrested Jazz. You feel me? His affiliates. You feel me? At the end of the day, we know for a fact that everybody know that Boosie, he literally turned that shooter in. Like, we gotta pay attention to this man, and we gotta sit back and really be...
Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your boy, Mr. MobTies, Jazz Prince. Yeah, this is the brother of J Prince Jr. and the son of J Prince, you understand? Now, Jazz Prince, he's mostly the laid-back, conservative type of dude compared to his brother, J Prince Jr., you understand? Now, based on this whole situation, the people do know that it was Jazz private party that was thrown out there in H-Town at the bowling alley, where Takeoff was sent up, you understand? Now, I told y'all before, man, this is what they pops didn't want. J Prince, he didn't want the feds come questioning him or his sons pertaining to Takeoff or Duke the Jeweler untimely demise, y'all feel me? But again, because it's getting heated and there's some people talking that's a part of the MobTies, hey man, this is what you gonna get. A lot of people already knew them low-level street guys that J Prince Jr. was paying off to handle the whole Duke situation, and also happened to be one of the guys to send up Takeoff. Come on, man. Again, what's happening is they're gonna bring in the MobTies affiliates along with the Prince brothers and his father to see what's going on out there in H-Town, man. Because we all have the same question. Why is this happening under y'all watch? If y'all say y'all for successful black men and protecting them, then why is this happening? You understand? And at the same time, why was the pops lying about not knowing who got something to do with Takeoff untimely demise? He knew the whole time it was Lil Cam5th. Again, that's the reason why in that statement he put out on social media, he said, don't stand behind me. Why would you say that if you didn't know that it was a mob figure? You understand? How you gonna say that if you did not know it was somebody affiliated to your son's camp? So at the same time, I'll let y'all know last video, Boosie, hey man, he told J Prince Jr. and Jazz, hey man, let the people know that it was somebody that was affiliated to y'all that had something to do with Duke, man. So once they know that, they can automatically put it together that, hey, y'all was the same dudes who was in the room when Takeoff was sent up as well, man. Before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to Takeoff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Chicago. I told y'all before, man, even the Prince brothers know this, and they pops know this. Hey man, the GDs, they needed to have a conversation with those guys based on what happened to Duke, man. Cause I told y'all, man, Boosie already put it out there. He had nothing to do with it. You understand? So based on that, they already had a conversation with Boosie. Boosie already took a flight out to Chicago. That's when I told y'all that one of his concerts was canceled in Chicago based on some folks out there in the city thought that he had something to do with Duke's untimely demise. But again, now the people starting to see the real story is starting to unfold. You understand? Because again, like I told y'all before, man, them dudes over there in the MobTies camp, they do whatever they feel, man. They don't be listening to Jazz or J Prince Jr. But again, this video is based on the feds had to come question Jazz Prince to see what he know about the whole Takeoff situation, man, to understand what actually happened. And not only that, man, and at the same time, they want to know the real, what's going on behind his pops. If y'all ain't familiar, the feds, they had been on J Prince and his associates for about the past 30, 35 years, you understand? Even before Rap-A-Lot, Bad Boys, and The Row was gonna join together.
I know y'all peep the Yellow Jacket dude, Lil Kim ran out of the bowling alley like right before J Prince Jr. walked in. Y'all know that. Migo bands only turned around because that other dude hit him. You feel me? As soon as Migo instantly heard the first one, he instantly tried to turn around. Dude hit him. Once dude hit him, he instantly started trying to instantly target dude. He instantly started aim for Buddy. Dude feet moved before Migo bands. The eyewitness said that the dudes that came out of the bowling alley, MobTies, you gotta understand, them was the ones who started blowing at the back of Takeoff and sent them up. Like at the end of the day, this is an act of senseless violence. If you from the streets, you tell me how many people you know for a fact from out a blicky in their hand and they with you, but they end up blowing at you instead of the ops. At the end of the day, they said Migo Bands, he sat there, he pulled up on Quavo and told Quavo like, man, we got to tell them what really happened. And this is why Migo Bands even sat out there and said what he said. Migo Bands, like, I give him his props for this and I give him his due diligence because you have to really respect the fact that he spoke out. He spoke out on the fact that Takeoff got sent up and it was a MobTies connection. I don't know who they trying to be or who they think they is, but at the end of the day, it's over with for MobTies. And Migo Bands specified it. Migo Bands real live, he reached out and said that Takeoff cousin, he going through it right now and he the wild one. I want y'all to really pay attention to that because it's going to end up bad for Lil Cam. You see for a fact that Lil Cam, they finna get that man about 2 of them. You feel me? About 2 of them things. All because he had the blicky on camera. It's like, I look at them like, y'all making y'allself a target because in all actual reality, if you pay attention to it, gee, like real life, y'all know for a fact that the half the dudes that y'all into it with is y'all own homies. Y'all grew up with them. Y'all grew up with them people that y'all into it with, boy. And I know this from actual experience. People sit back and real life look at this from a whole totally different perspective. And if you watch this video to the end, you know for a fact that these facts that's getting spent, these jewels, at the end of the day, man, we know for a fact that there's some people who ain't going to be able to hear this. And then next thing you know, they go out there and do what they want to do or do something stupid. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that, boy, you can't be out there moving reckless and crash out. You see half the people who crashed out real life, they either sent up or locked up. And you can vouch for me on that. Like, at the end of the day, hit the like button. But I want y'all to subscribe to the channel if you real life want to, like, real life pay attention to what's going on, man.